Hey, what's up, everybody? So today we've got Chase's winning deck from Winnabox World Superstars. First place, Nekroz. What you got for us, Chase?
Before I get to the profile, I was gonna say that we had 5 rounds. I went 5-0 in splitters. First round beat Satars, second round beat Battle Boxers. Next 2 were Cliff Forks, and then the last one was Star Steps Tellers. And then top 4, I played the Nekroz Mirror, and the finals I played against the Fernoids. So just getting right into it. 2 copies of Brinac.
Yep.
Just usual, just standard, just search as a monster. 2 Valk. It's like more of the theme split Scarecrow, and I did get uses effect more than I did use for his hand effect.
Do you have 3 or do you only have 2?
I only have 2.
Would you play 3?
No.
Okay. 2's good?
Yeah, 2's good. I feel like a third one clogs, and this deck don't revolve around Valking.
Okay.
And then 2 copies of Trish. Most play 1, which is fine, but I like Trish at 2. That's just another warrior I can search off shirt, and plus, if I win a field or engrave, I still have another one deck I can go to. And 3 Unicorn, in my opinion, the best card in the entire deck.
Definitely.
Negates the effects extra deck monsters, and plus his hand effects just as amazing. You ditch it to get the cross card back, and it's just good all around. 2 copies of Colossus. Brinac searches the Nekroz ritual monster. This does the ritual spell. And to my knowledge, Sunday I did not use this field effect, unfortunately, which is turning the extra deck monsters attack to 0 and negating its effects. And to round out the rituals, 1 copy of Gungnir helps protecting the Nekroz guys from dying from battle or card effects for the turn, and 1 copy of Decisive Armor.
So how did you feel about those 2? Because I know a lot of people don't like them.
Decisive Armor, this helps go over a lot of problem monsters, and this actually kind of helps. Actually kind of helps me get over towers in a way. If I'm staring down the towers, like if I can get out Trish or Valk, attack towers and drop Decisive Armor.
And what about Gungnir?
Gungnir just protects your guys from dying by battle or card effects, and it helps, and also helps protect the locks too. If they try to get over the lock, let's say Raigeki or Dark Hole or another way, I just drop Gungnir on the Colossus.
All right, good stuff.
And then the Nekroz effect monsters. 1 copy of Dance Princess. Pretty much they can't activate anything when you activate the Nekroz ritual spell. And
they can't be targeted, right?
The Nekroz monsters cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects.
That's pretty good.
And 3 copies of Shirt.
So how did you feel about that guy? Because some play 2, some play 3.
Yeah, some play 2 is understandable. I look at 3. Like I said, it's another Nekroz name. You can search off Brinac, and I kind of like to see in my hands early as possible. And throughout the day, Sunday, I have never once seen more than 1 of these in my opening hand. And also it's a good side. It's an easy side out target. I think I side out. I think half the day I side out like 1 going into game 2.
Definitely.
And for the rest of the monsters, 3 copies of Manju. No need for me to explain that. 2 copies of Senju.
Only 2?
Yeah, like I feel like Manju does the same thing. Plus, you could have the option to search a spell as well, and it's just 1 less normal summon I have to do.
All right, less clogginess if you draw too many of them, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, good stuff.
And to round out the monsters, 2 copies of, or no, actually not round out the monster. I still have more. 2 copies of Denko Seiko.
How was she on the day?
Amazing.
Good stuff. She's pretty
I just drop Denko and then just go off from there.
Make your plays guaranteed.
Yeah. And then to round out the monster, 1 copy of this guy, which is absolutely the MVP.
That's not a guy. That's a chick.
But this was definitely the MVP of the day.
Absolutely.
Especially in the top 4. Especially in the top 4 and the finals.
She jiggled her way to victory. The fat lady sung and it was all over. All right.
Yeah, and that's to round out the monsters and spells. 2 copies of Mirror, 2 copies of Kaleido, and 3 copies of Cycle.
How do you feel about 3 cycles? Was that good, or would you cut one?
I feel like 3 cycles in game 1 is good. Plus, I do like the fact that you can actually get a Nekroz back from the grave, especially some of the Nekroz back from the original, some of the Nekroz back from the grave.
Yeah, it's like a Monster Reborn.
Yeah,
It's pretty nice.
and it's kind of similar to the reason why I play Shirt. It's kind of a easy side out target going into game 2, because I like Shirt. I think I sided out one of these going into game 2, like. And to continue with the spells, 2 copies of MST for standard back row hate, and 2 copies of Warrior Returning Alive.
How good was that? It's an interesting
That
tech.
it was actually pretty good. And plus in fact, one time today I got Mind Crushed, and the guy called Brian X, so I activate this. I ditch you to get Brian X back to hand.
There you go. Make sure you get your plays going. Get back Brian
Yeah.
X, Trishlas, all kinds of stuff.
Yep. And then round out the spells, 1 copy of Prep, 1 Raigeki, and 1 Book of Moon.
Gen outs and
Yep.
standard stuff.
Yeah, that's some gen outs and other outs to other problematic monsters, and round out the main deck, 2 copies of Rule Decree.
How was Decree?
Good. Actually, it was
Good?
Actually, it wasn't just good. It was great, especially in the
Guessed all
top
the
4, especially against the top 4, and then it helped me out throughout the day.
lots of back row heavy decks like
Yep.
Senju, Satella Knights, whatever. So
And then the extra deck, 2 copies of Herald, 1 Star Eater, and 1 Red Nova.
Red Nova, of course, just being the level 12
for
target.
my level 12, and Star Eater being for my level 11.
You can use whatever you want, of course.
Yeah.
So
1 copy of Lava Wall Chain. I would play more if I had it, but unfortunately I only own 1.
definitely a hard card to get.
Yeah.
Although it had the reprint, but still.
And 1 copy of 101, 1 copy of Diamond Crab King. I never did go into him, but I just basically had it as out the towers. Or 1 of the out the towers. 1 Castell, 1 Digustus Emerald, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 Exciton Knight.
So how much did you actually use your extra deck outside of course, the synchros?
Maybe twice at the most.
Mostly just for Lovable Chain for the Gen
Yeah,
Lock, right?
I think I may have used the extra deck most that I won the Lava Wall Chain maybe once. And then my side, 2 copies of Kaiko. It's for the mirror, and plus if you saw the finals, it gets the Fernoids.
Yeah, it's great versus Infernoids and Nekroz. Good stuff.
And 2 copies of Max C, also for the mirror, and other decks that are actually special.
Satella Knights, Star Seraphs are picking up.
Yep, exactly. 2 copies of Book of Eclipse, also for the mirror. 2 copies of Twister for Cliff Forts and Yasenjus, although I didn't really face Yasenjus at all. 3 copies of Fairy Wind.
Hating on them Cliffords. Ooh.
Yes. I did.
Floodgates.
Like I said, I did face 2 of them today, and this actually helped, that along with Twister. 2 copies of Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, which I didn't use at all because I didn't really face any Shaddolls or Burning Abyss. And the round out the side deck, 2 copies of Light Imprisoning Mirror.
So, going forward, what would you change, if anything, from the deck? Sideboard, main deck, extra deck.
I can't, nothing I can think of off the top of my head.
All seem pretty solid for you all day?
Yeah, all seem pretty solid.
That's good. That's good. All right, any final comments you want to make?
Really have nothing else really have to say.
All right, well then, we'll catch up.